Hello guys, this is Dolan's Movies, and today I have a very special video. I'm going to bring you top 10 NPCs in World of Warcraft that are either references to something or just really cool and popular in the WoW community. Now, there won't be any lore figures in this video or anything of that sort, just inside joke characters and interesting yet obvious culture references. Now the only difference is that I won't be voicing this list, and every point is going to be voiced by a different WoW YouTuber that you most likely know, and if you don't know them, you should definitely check them out as their channels will be in the description below this video. And without further ado, let's just get into the list.
Number 10. Edward and Tyler. Even though it is the last one on the list, it's still really interesting. This one is an obvious reference to Edward and Tyler from the Fight Club movie. You can find them inside Undercity, and there are also supporting characters in the area named Robert Gossam, Chloe Curtis, and Marla Fowler. References to Fight Club characters Robert Paulson, Chloe, cancer patient, and Marla Singer. The interesting fact that a lot of people might not remember is that they were also in Warcraft 3. When playing with Arthas in the first Undead mission in Reign of Chaos, you encounter two villagers fighting each other. Robert and Tyler, and a lot of people watching them. It is highly speculated that they were killed by Arthas, then turned into the Forsaken, and that they are still fighting in Lordaeron, although this time as the Undead.
Number 9. Linken. An obvious reference to the character Link from The Legend of Zelda, he was a level 40 gnome originally located at Marshall's Refuge in the contested territory of Unguro Crater. His outfit also matches the original Link design. He was a part of a long and interesting questline, and even as a reward you could receive two very specific items related to The Legend of Zelda, Linken's Sword of Mastery and Linken's Boomerang. A lot of his quotes were made to reference the game as well. Sadly, however, in Cataclysm the entire questline was removed, and somehow he resurfaced in Mount Hyjal and spawns as a random Protector NPC in the daily quest, the Protectors of Hyjal. It is said that the original quest was removed mostly because it was too long and time-consuming. However, he might return as a quest giver in future expansions.
Number 8. Larion and Muigin. Quite an obvious reference to Mario Bros, and if you look at their names and take out the N's at the end and switch the starting letters, you get Mario and Luigi. Their appearance is also appropriate to the reference, thus Muigin is dressed in green while Larion is red. They even make references such as, "I wish I could escape from here through a pipe." Now they've been in game since vanilla and have been in an argument as they blame each other for getting lost. Muigin even sent plant pests to annoy Larion. However, in Cataclysm the quest was removed just like the Linken quest, but the NPCs were still there although they don't offer any quests. This time they are both separated in two different watchtowers and the only way to reach them is by flying. To this day, they still blame each other.
Number 7. Jason Mathers. A reference to Jason Voorhees from Friday the 13th, he can be located just a bit below Goldshire, and can be seen standing next to the Crystal Lake, which, of course, has the same name as the camp from the movie Friday the 13th. Interestingly enough, if you wind up asking the guards nearby about a fishing trainer, some of them will even say that Jason once fished a mask out of the lake. He is also said to be related to the children of Goldshire, who like to form a pentagram around a child called Cameron. In fact, when walking at 7:40 a.m. server time, you can even hear the old god Cthulhu saying things like, "You will die," and "Death is close." All in all, it's a pretty cool reference to the famous movie Friday the 13th.
Number 6. Robin the Entertainer. This character made it to the list even though at the point of this video he isn't even in the game. He is a tribute for the famous comedian and actor who recently passed away, Robin Williams, and when asked, a Blizzard representative on Twitter said that they are taking care of it, even though there is no official word from Blizzard about this. The current model that you can see in the video is taken from Cataclysm and is data mined from the game, but it is not yet known whether he will have that model or an updated one. It is a reference to the genie from Aladdin that was voiced by Robin Williams himself. There is also speculation that he might replace the comedian in the tavern in Shatrath City, although nothing is yet confirmed on that, and no one really knows what sort of role or significance Robin the Entertainer will have. But so far it is an awesome reference and a tribute to Robin Williams as he himself liked Warcraft.
Number 5. Harrison Jones. Now, if you couldn't tell from the obvious nameplay, he is a reference to Indiana Jones, so he has the last name of the character and the first name of the actor Harrison Ford. His first appearance was in Zulaman and Burning Crusade, and he also made an appearance in Wrath of the Lich King as well, but his most prominent one was in Cataclysm. He's an archaeology teacher in Stormwind, which is an obvious reference to Indiana Jones himself, as he was an actual university professor. Harrison is sent to Uldum in order to unravel Deathwing's secret weapon plans, and also to solve some ancient mysteries. The questline, even though not the longest one, is full of adventures, recreated movie scenes, and a lot of references as well. Harrison Jones can also be briefly seen in the Silver Shard Mines in Mists of Pandaria, although his role is kind of minor. However, he is planned to have a role in the upcoming expansion, Warlords of Draenor, most likely in Ashran, although not much is really known at this point in the beta.
Number 4. John J. Keeshan, also known as Corporal John J. Keeshan, or just Johnny. He is a veteran of the First, Second, and Third Wars. He served in Bravo Company under orders from Colonel Trotman, along with Messner, Jorgensen, Krakauer, and Danforth. An obvious reference to John Rambo by his name, his quotes, and also his bandana and shirtless appearance. At first he was a quest giver in the Redridge Mountains, but when the Cataclysm came, that's when he really got his own adventure. He was part of an epic questline in the Redridge Mountains, and once reunited with his friends in Bravo Company, he planned out the entire siege of the Blackrock Orc base, burning it to the ground, and also starting a fight with a black dragon, which, unfortunately, killed all of the members of the Bravo Company, and also attempted to eat Keeshan himself. But that wasn't the end, of course. Once he was over the lake, Keeshan stabbed the dragon with his knife, and both of them fell into the waters. He was presumed to be dead, until it was revealed that Keeshan survived, as he later aids the player in defeating the Dark Horde during the Burning Steppes storyline. He will be making a new appearance in Warlords of Draenor, although it's not yet known what his storyline will be, and what sort of role he will fully play.
Number 3. Hogger. Known as the Knoll King, located in Elwyn Forest, he acquired his popularity by being an elite mob at such an early level, and a lot of new players were killed by Hogger since they completely underestimated him. Soon he became an inside joke, and everyone started saying how he is impossible to kill and no raiding guild has managed to down him successfully. In Cataclysm, Blizzard expanded his character further, and they added a small area named after him called Hogger Hill, where he was located deep inside Elwyn Forest. As Alliance, you get a quest to get rid of him, but you don't actually kill him, and instead he is defeated and captured and taken to the Stormwind Stockade dungeon, in which he is a killable boss. Lore-wise, he is actually deceased, although he can still be killed in-game.
Number 2, Mankrik, mostly known for his legendary quest, Mankrik's Wife. Long ago, he, together with his wife, were sent on a quest by the War Chief in order to examine the Quilboar threat. But soon enough, they were ambushed and split apart. After fighting the Quilboar, he was knocked out and later woken by a druid. Confused, he stood at the crossroads asking adventurers to search for his wife. Upon doing so, you report to him that his wife had died, which leads on to more quests where you have to kill an insane amount of Quilboar to help him get his revenge. Due to this famous quest, Mankrik and his story soon enough became an inside joke, and a lot of guilds such as Don't Tell Mankrik or Mankrik's Wife Rescue Team popped into existence. In Cataclysm, he buried his wife but still hadn't quenched his thirst for killing Quilboar, continuing to fight them until every last one dies. He's also speculated to originate from the Burning Blade clan due to some banners he has and his immense bloodlust. In Warlords of Draenor, he's in the Frostwolf clan. However, Blizzard say the alternative universe is different from the original one, and some things might not have been copied in the exact same way.
Number 1, Gamon. Probably the most iconic NPC in the entire game. Pretty much a horde version of Hogger. He's been in the game since vanilla and was a part of a rogue quest where the player had to pickpocket him. In order to do that, Blizzard had to make him attackable, which unsurprisingly almost every player abused. Most of the time he was the main punching bag for the entire horde. players would kite him outside and then kill him and do all sorts of emotes on his corpse, until Blizzard realized how iconic he had gotten and they decided to turn him into an elite mob. A lot of people were happy to see this as he finally managed to get his revenge on all those players who killed him constantly. He hit really hard and had a lot of health, so it was quite a challenge to actually take him down. In Mr. Pandaria, he was taken prisoner by the Qelric and forced to surrender and was almost executed in the Siege of Orgrimmar raid until the players saved him. Later on, he aids you in the fight against Nazgrim and says that he was an honorable orc and that it is sad that it had to come to that fight.
And that is all here for this list. Thanks so much for watching this, and I hope you can enjoy it. And I also want to give you a huge thanks to Tankingmagefire, WoW Martiean, Nora Sunstrider, Brutall Static, Bellular Gaming, Nixxiom, Mooclucking, Qelric, Lazy Peon, and Danger Dolan. Make sure to check out their YouTube channels as they are in the description below, and they all make awesome videos. And also don't forget to like, favorite, and subscribe as it really helps out the channel and keeps these videos going. And check out my twitch.tv stream as I stream there a few times a week, mostly 3. And everything is in the description below. Anyways, thanks so much for taking the time to watch this video, and see you next time.